Lovely day here in Iowa. We had about, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches of snow last night. Well, yesterday afternoon, last night. And today it is supposed to be blowing 30 to 40 miles an hour. I don't think we're quite there yet. A lot of schools were delayed and canceled today. My daughter's school was 2 hours late, but we kept her home. Afraid our road's gonna blow shut. George, you're interrupting. So you can probably hear the rocket engines are going in the shop, heating it up in there, and then we'll get busy. Alright, so I got it warmed up in here, and the heaters just shut off. They should stay off for a little bit anyway. Anyway, got this tailgate out, got the hardware down here that mounts it on the back of the Bronco. I'm gonna see if I can get this mounted up. Not real sure if I can or not, that thing. I think that weighs about 125 pounds, something like that. So it's not extremely heavy, but it does have a little weight to it, and just the size of it, and trying to get it lifted up there and mounted on. It doesn't mount up like on a pickup, which would actually be easier. On this one, these will bolt, well, I'll show you. These actually bolt onto here, like that, and you put nuts on them out here on the outside, of course. And then you get the tailgate over here, and you got to bolt it on the bottom to these brackets. So holding it up there, not exactly sure how this is going to work. Probably be a lot easier if I had the rear bumper on here. I believe if you connect the cables up to here, then you can let it kind of hang, but I don't know. I'll figure something out. And worst case scenario, I'm just gonna have to get some help, which probably isn't going to happen today. My wife's home today. She could probably help me do it, but you gotta tromp through a lot of snow and wind and so forth to get down here, and I just doubt she's gonna want to do that. And as far as anybody else coming over here today, I don't see that happening either. Our road, the ditch on the other side, is pretty full of snow. The wind's coming from that direction, and I imagine it's drifting across it pretty good. Heater's kicking on. So the heater's just shut off again, and I'm gonna take these over and get these mounted up on the truck, and then I'll see about getting this tailgate on there. So I'll get this bracket mounted up over here. I'm going to finish up doing this, and then we'll see about getting the tailgate on. So I got the tailgate. I got it up on the transmission jack. I have a little wooden stool thing on top of the jack, and it's kind of locked into the jack. We'll see if we can get this up on there without dropping it on the floor, so we have even more work to do. I think it'll go up high enough. Pretty sure. I believe I have this side so I can get it bolted up. I think. It's awful darn close. So I got it lined up over here for one bolt anyway. I'll snug it up a little. I can get another one in there. Now I'll see if I can get a couple bolts on that side. We'll be in business. Well, these cables don't fasten up here. They actually fasten down here. And the cables that were on this just had a round, whatchamacallit, on the end of it there, and this got screwed through that into there. These cables are way too long, so we're going to have to get new cables or have some made or something. But I need to get these on there, I guess, just in case it would happen to drop this down. It doesn't just go flopping all the way down. But I think as far as it can go, it might damage it anyway. I don't know. I'm going to put these on real quick. the cables, but that's all I got for now. So now I'm going to see if I can lift this up into place. Problem I'm running into with the jack at the moment, well, if you can see it, I'm hitting my hitch. I can't lower it. So yeah, a little bit of a thing there. I should be able just to lift it up into place, I believe. So we'll give that a shot, see what happens. Alright, here we go. And I'm sure glad I'm putting this tailgate on, because it's like both sides need to be brought in a little. Well, George came back. He's a little hungry. I don't know where he's been all day. Anyway, I got the tailgate mounted up, and sides did need to be pulled in a little bit. Other than that, it's not looking too bad. Still may need to be pulled in just a smidge. My lighting isn't real good. I don't have a light set up back here, but and yeah, the tailgate needs a little work itself. But not doing too bad. This down here is a little tight, and this up here is a little wide. I think that down there might be a little too snug. Yeah, it's kind of that way over here too. But I think the sides might need to be brought in just a touch, and then we'll get all that welded up in place. So looking pretty decent, and I'm definitely glad that I mounted the tailgate up. Otherwise, if I would have put these sides where they were too far out on top, especially this one. Overall though, not too bad, and need to get that braced together one way or another and finish welding up all that little stuff in here. And on the other side, then I'm going to treat the sides of this, and we'll get quarter panels on this. And I ran up to the house, got myself something to eat, and it's a little chilly out. The temperature's not that bad. I mean, it's cold. I don't know what it is. Must be in the teens somewhere, middle to low teens, I suppose. That wind, it kind of picks up and goes down. It's not really blowing the snow around like they thought. It's mostly just blowing it around on top of the ground, not actually up in the air. Driveway isn't even that bad. I think it's better now than it was before. The road, however, I'm not sure we could get down the road right now. It's got some drifts across it in places pretty good. And I'm going back in the shop because I'm in a t-shirt and it's a little chilly. Toasty warm in here though. So I just looked up the price of these cables, and this was through L&C Truck. Could look at Bronco Graveyard. I'd assume they're about the same. But that's the way they're supposed to be. Got the same end on each end instead of the way the truck ones are. And they're only 10 bucks a piece. So I know what I'll be ordering. And the reason I have to get new ones, I had to cut those because I could not get those, well, I'm not going to lower it down now. I don't have anything back here for it to sit on. But I couldn't get the bolts that hold the cable on out. They have a great big screwdriver, like a Phillips screwdriver head in them, and I could not get those loose. So I just ended up cutting the darn things, knowing that I'd have to get new ones. At the time, I was just getting a little frustrated with them, and that's how I was getting them out. And I imagine I could have some made up somewhere, but I bet I can't get them much cheaper than 10 bucks a piece. I want to mention real quick, haven't said this I don't think in the last couple of videos, but if you have a license plate for the license plate wall, or anything else that you'd like to send into the Fox shop, the address is down in the description along with a link for channel stickers, hoodies, t-shirts, all that kind of stuff. It's down below. So I'm going to figure out what my next step is here. Like I said, the gaps on these really don't look too bad once I got it up there. Before I had it up there, this was spread out a little ways, so it's about where it needs to be. I think it needs to be brought in just, can't really do it with one hand, but just a touch on this side, and same on this side. Need to get that all braced up. I have some rebar over here that I think I may figure out something to do, but since they need brought in, maybe I'll just strap something around there. I'll figure this out. So I think I'm going to close up shop for the night. And that's going to do it for this video. Give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.